We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right,
Sorry,
all right, what is going on, folks? I don't know. It's been a while since we did a recap. I think me and D might have did one years ago for like Awesome Con, but we rarely do.
We did one. The last recap that we did was in Otakon 2000. And what was the year that we?
Awesome Con 2017. We did. That was the year of NegoCon. We did it.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris, we did a recap for
San Diego.
For San Diego.
San Diego. My bad.
I stopped. I'm like, wait a minute, we did one after that.
Me and you did NegoCon though. We did do that one.
We did do NegoCon. We also did one for Otakon. That was the one where we did. No, we didn't do that. We never put that one out. That was the one we was going to put out that Vic Manoia was never did touch those girls, but he obviously did, and then did everything came out and said that he did. So we did put that.
So joining us today is Najir from Big Gold Belt Media. How's it going, sir?
Hello. What up?
Three Black Geeks is one of our best friends in this. Like I say, one of it because we're real talk, man.
I thought y'all was exclusive or something. I thought only three Black Geeks could be in here.
Technically Prime, technically Average Joe Arts, and technically Duke.
And we have
Denzel.
Hold on. Well, yeah, there's Denzel. You're forgetting one more. Our substitute.
I would say Denzel.
D. You're forgetting our substitute black man, drunk on VHS. Mo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mo. Yeah. So you're like the eighth Black Geek.
I'm just.
but clearly, number one will always be Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
According to one Casper Van Dien, apparently Three Black Geeks is racist. So
Chris, we are not doing this.
Get over that.
I'm never gonna get over that. That's funny to me. I'm sorry. I'm not mad. It's just like, wow, Casper, really?
I do like the fact that our boy
coming from you of all people.
No, Denzel, you count, but you kind of don't, and that's my fault because I don't have you on more shows, bro. So that's kind of my fault. But anyways,
we're here to talk about BlerdCon because these two at the bottom. The whole weekend they were talking, and it kind of spurred, and then Nigeria kind of spurred on. We should talk about this, and I'm like, right, we should talk.
If I say this Friday, it don't count.
You said, hey, you and Eris were on one. Actually, y'all were on one since Tuesday last week when y'all were talking cash shit. I loved it. It was great.
Tuesday, I've been on it since. I've been on it for a whole 3 weeks.
I'm just saying, last week is when it was brought to my attention. I ain't the fan. I'm just saying, we were just talking about it. It was funny.
Chris the Feds out here.
I would never.
He got voice recorders and everything.
No, I know, right?
I'll tell you the best story about Najir. Eris told me that, hey, Najir want to be a part of our panel. Oh, bet, that's my nigga, that's my brother. And in real talk, I'm supposed to do the formal thing as a leader, actually talk to him. I didn't do that. I waited too long. I didn't wait too long, but I finally contacted him. And now it's like, bet, say no more, nigga, I'm dead. 10 minutes later, AOD. So the thing with press, ain't nobody there. You noticed that shit, right?
Wait, first of all, this no. There was one other message before that. I said, did you all have promotion for you having a panel? Because I wanted to promote it on my platform. I was like, I didn't see anything. And like, I knew that was very consistent with something else. So I was just like, I just need to know where I need to proceed here. Like, if I need to throw together something, or is it I'm not going to just retweet or something? So, and then I was kind of like, all right, I'm seeing a wave of something going on here, but I'm just going to just hold my peace and drink my water for a second.
So hold on, Chris. See, while Najir is holding his peace and drinking water, I'm gonna go ahead and be the messy one since I got the soup and I got to spill it real quick. Najir and I was going back and forth. It was a tag team of. So, did y'all see the news that came out? Did you see the news about this? Why are they announcing this literally 2 days before the con? We immediately dubbed this convention. Najir, what was that? What was that amazing? Yes.
I already decided that's out of my vocabulary for the next 2 weeks. I think I exploited it enough over the weekend. but seriously though, not to walk up off of that. I mean, in preparation for any con, and I think it's important to premise that we all had different responsibilities going into this con. Eris and DJing, D as leading and hosting the panel with all of us in it. And before me, he had a guest, so being able to coordinate with everybody involved with that, and then me and Chris in a press capacity. So we don't go to cons, especially this con, with a sense of just saying we can kick back and do nothing. We got to prepare. Yeah. That's where we just continue to keep having a conversation about, so when are you, like, did you all get anything scheduled? Hey, when's your panel, by the way? Wait, do you have promotion for your panel? Eris, when are you playing? And like, it just was a sense of just like, I'm not a person that don't go to any situation without a plan. Plan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Agreed.
And especially when I got responsibilities, because I won't be that person where you be like, hey, he didn't come prepared, or like he was talking all this and wasn't about it. So that's where like that's where like the root of most of the continuous conversation was coming from, is just like, all right, what are we gonna do? Where are we at with this? You know, it's because and on the other side, we take a sense of pride in the work. You know,
yeah. So I mean, it was for me. You know, y'all know when I get quiet, that means D's looking around. That means D's trying to notice something. And the problem now, I didn't get quiet until Friday, but we'll talk about that when I get there. Yeah. But the first sign that I knew everything was wrong was Eris is like, "Hey D, it's a month out. So what we doing? Like it was so funny because Chris had to remind me of the panel that we were doing. So and then like, oh no, for real, this is the first time that has ever happened. And let me put this out here. Let's just put this out. Yes, COVID happened. Yes, COVID fucked up a lot of things. Now get that out your head.
Yeah.
Please get that out your head. Okay. Yes, it slowed us up. It slowed other people up. It slowed this con up. But let's take all of that off the board, because if you focus on that, oh, it was COVID. Oh, it was COVID. Nigga, that's like me blaming the rain in the middle of a football game. Shut up. Shut up.
I mean, I think
it was already there. You already prepared for it. Get over yourself. So, but that being said, Chris had to remind me. I was like, oh, yeah, bet, yada, yada, yada. He had to remind me what it was. So that's kind of funny. But I didn't take that as a sign of shit was going bad. That wouldn't happen until days later. Hey, D, so I see your girl Roxy down there. Who the rest of these niggas? And that's when I knew that it was going to be a lot of bullshit.
And the thing is, I want people to understand, like, we're not like criticism for any convention, because bear in mind, BlerdCon ain't the first one. We've had our grievances with San Diego Comic-Con, the way they run shit. We've had
grievances with New York.
I got big grievances with New York. Me and Niger have double grievances with AwesomeCon. Oh, we got grievances with AwesomeCon. Oh, they got issues.
AwesomeCon, they got like 2 more cons with me before I throw them in the trash, man. Because the last year we went,
2019.
God, I was furious. We had to cancel shit. I was furious at how they fucking treated us, man.
Otakon is the only one that has their shit together, shockingly enough. We never had any issues with them, which is but granted, I say this as somebody, and me and Eris are in the same boat. We've been going to these conventions since 99, 2000, since we met in high school. So like we've seen Otakon grow from the small convention that had its growing pains. We've seen it all. And granted, we weren't impressed. We were just there as attendees. So we've seen all the bullshit. You know, we've seen everybody complaining and stuff. We see them build themselves up to this point to where they can organize themselves to the point to where now if you organize as press, they got their shit together on across the board. So
I mean, the last goofy thing that we saw was somebody pulled the fire alarm.
Yeah, that was in Baltimore. So, you know, we expect that dumb shit.
No, Najee, I'm not bullshitting. They pulled the fire alarm and emptied out the entire convention.
Charles Street was full up with nothing but weebs out in the streets.
It was hilarious.
It's hilarious and stuff. But that was the most you got out of Otakon and stuff. And like I said, that's years. And the thing of it is, we just want like BlerdCon to be that because it has the potential to be that way. We saw it in 2019.
Really
2019, they had this shit like on, boom, 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 boom.
No bull crap. I really think it has the potential to be in the number 3 in this city. I said the number 3, and I'm gonna be very real. As much as I'm not a fan of a lot of the shit Awesome Con does to the press, they're the bigger con. They're a much bigger con. So, of course, they're going to be the number 1 around here. But I believe that BlerdCon can be better than KatsuCon, to be honest.
It's hard. It's better than Anime USA. Because
God, it is. But Anime USA is still in a firehouse, if you ask me.
But
I know it's at the what's the name. I'm playing.
While I agree with what you're saying, I realized something this weekend that I realized about KatsuCon whenever the last time they ran is that it really doesn't matter about the parameters of the con and the metrics and all that other stuff. All cons are code based. Yeah. And when I say code, I mean we're probably going to bring the word code up again at some point today, but like code in the sense of like people love it because they love it, and there's no telling them any other way. Because I think KatsuCon is a shit con, to be honest.
Oh God, it is.
Oh no, I think I saw
one day in 2017, not coming back.
MagFest is already. It's like you're coming off MagFest, which runs circles around KatsuCon just because, free games and it's just the atmosphere.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though. Like they sold out their hotel blocks within 15 minutes.
But it's in the same boat as Otakon, where it's kind of like it gets the pass because it's like the
it doesn't get no damn pass.
I'm saying pass.
Are you
people,
talking
not
that
me.
KatsuCon gets the pass?
No, I'm saying for the people, it gets that pass. It doesn't get the criticism because it's like that
Chris,
veteran convention.
I wouldn't even say it gives it a pass. It's just people like it, and that's just that. It's not even a pass. It's they're blind to it. They're literally wearing blinders and don't care about anything else. And it's not even a pass because that would be awareness of what's wrong. It's literally just like I love it, and that's that. You can't tell nobody any different from it.
Put it to you this way:
pure Stockholm syndrome.
Put it to you this way, and the best way I can say it is this: think of and I know it's with you, Eris. I got data on you on this one. Think of your first 3 years going to Otakon.
So, Eris, that was what, 2000, 2001?
I got this, Chris. 2003, 2005, 2008.
But I was with you all 3 of those.
What type of memory do you have to remember these years? I can't tell you anything I was doing in 2008.
Me and Eris been hanging out for so long that we know that shit by virtue of just like me and Eris dressed up as Matrix characters in 2003.
2003.
That was 2003. I remember that one.
I can tell you one thing in 2008 that happened. Not one thing.
And then 2005.
2008, I got my wife pregnant. That's all I can say.
2005 Otakon. I remember that because I came home from leave from the Air Force, and it was actually me and Chris Kierton came home for leave for our respective services.
Yes, y'all did, because I was supposed to go that year. And
all 3 of us were hanging out in Baltimore.
Eris knows.
All 3 of us hung out in Baltimore. Chris Kierton got drunk the whole fucking weekend.
Yes, he did. I was so mad.
I got semi-drunk, but so I was still kind of aware of what was happening that weekend. Eris was like me. We were just kind of randomly in the game room and then the dealer's room and then hanging out with our friends and shit. So it was, that was interesting. In 2008, I came back and it was me, Eris, and our boy Justin.
But you notice
hold on, Chris. I'm sorry, dude. The funny thing about 08 and why I remember it, that was the year that Justin and I both got our wallets stolen.
And we hung out with the Blerd and Whiskey. And we heard out with Cam and Trey from Blerd and Whiskey in our hotel room that day. So that was real. That was awesome.
Okay. First of all, Nigel, check this out. So I booked the room, and there was 12 of us in a double bedroom.
That's on par.
We had a roll around. We had a roll around couch.
We had a roll around couch.
I slept on the couch.
I set up somebody in the tub.
No, okay, so here's what it was.
Bullshit, you're not Cam's boy. Cam, listen, Cam, if you're watching this podcast, you remember.
Cam slept Trey and his girl slept on the couch because it was big enough that I had one side, and him and this girl was sleeping on the other side. Cam was on the floor. You and Ty had the beds. I think Cam's boy was in the tub. He slept in the tub.
That's what I said. Cam's boy. Listen, I had an extra pillow. I called the front desk and said, "Hey, can I get an extra blanket?" Got an extra blanket, and I was like, "Here you go, dude."
That was
because I'm considerate. Okay,
Yeah.
I try to think of people. I take care of people when you want to crash
that's
in
how
my
far-
when you want to crash in my hotel room. I'll make sure you're taken care of. Niger, Niger, you're one of them. All right.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So that's how far our memories go for these and stuff. But like this convention, okay, let's start off with this. Black folks, I need y'all to bring it in. The convention's called BlerdCon. I can count the amount of white people that show up to these conventions on two hands.
I mean, on two hands. I counted 6. I counted 6 in total, which is lower than what it was the previous 2 years.
But why does it matter to count?
It don't.
In this sense?
It don't. But it's like they motherfuckers act like they came in there and colonized it. I'm like, what?
I like how niggas. I like how all you niggas who are standing in Arlington, Virginia, one of the most racist, richest parts of DC.
Gentrified, by the way.
The nerve. What are these Caucasians doing here? Can't we smoke our weed and listen to our trap music and like our Naruto without you barging in? That's the way they're acting. Like, what the fuck is this? I don't get it.
They were still able to smoke the loud all they want to. I didn't hear
smoked it up this year. I loved it. It's legal in Virginia. I loved it.
I didn't hear a single white person complaining.
Tell us from experience, D.
Mm-hmm. Telling experience. What are you talking about? I am a proud marijuana taker, sir. I'm getting to the point now. As a stoner. As I'm a connoisseur. That's White Willow. The nigga that grew this shit didn't grow it right. Now, hold on, nigga. Hold on real quick. It's all right. I'm getting to that point. But real talk, and I just want to say that one thing about it, though, when it came to everybody outside smoking, drinking, having a good time by the food trucks, listening to music, that was cool. I thought that was cool. I know it was a little bit too rough for some people because I understand people don't like weed smoke in their face. I do understand that. There is time and place and all the rest of that shit. I totally understand that. But outside of that, we kept it kind of chill. Some of y'all kept it a little bit too ratchet. I swear to God, there was like 5 whole titties out every time I walked outside, man. But whatever.
The point is,
I thought that was a cool element. I will say that.
But I'm gonna say this point is this. I agree with D. Y'all got brittle spirits. All right, just understand. Just understand this. And I want people to understand this started because a white girl who dressed up as Card Captain Sakura. Outfit was handmade and everything. She actually colored that. It was a silk dress, by the way, which apparently, according to a lot of cosplayers, shout out to Hellspawn Cosplay, he was one of them, was like, yeah, trying to color silk is a bitch and a half. Like, that shit ain't like a walk in the park where you just dip it in and that's
it. She did what?
She dipped, the dress is made of silk, and she had to color it that color by dipping it in, had to actually color it herself.
Okay. So Jason Williams just outcrossed everybody on the court. White chocolate won. What do y'all want?
Thank you. And it started because of that, and then it turned into
Larry Bird hit more three-pointers than Magic.
Can I just go ahead and say this because I really don't even want to stick on this subject.
I know.
Period. Let me just say this, please, so we can move on.
Yeah.
Y'all mad because a white girl won. Number one, she wasn't the first white girl to win at BlerdCon.
Second.
Number two, if you're really that mad about it, take that energy. I want you to seriously take that same energy and step your soul game up.
Thank you.
Well, I mean,
go ahead. I got one more
I
thing
was going
to
say, same. Like, no reason to stick on the subject. It is what it is. Also appreciated Hilton's 25-minute video that came out about 2 hours ago addressing it. Yeah. And I think what's important about that is addressing it right at its peak, and being very frank, impartial, and not leaving it to Reddit to handle this, as we've seen other cons that go through.
Oh, funny thing, Reddit jumped on it and it got kiboshed immediately after Hilton put that video. I was like, well, that was quick.
Yeah, because it's too many people that's trying to speak to the identity of what BlerdCon is. When like, oh, by the way, did you were you the creator of this? Did you found this? Oh no, it's this other guy, Hilton along.
Oh, are you helping running it? And so everybody, and what I'm getting right now is like, oh, you must. These motherfuckers say I must either date a YT girl or I date the girl who won because I'm defending her. No, you dumb niggas. No. Do you help run this thing? Do you help do any of this shit? No. Do you even add to this shit? No, I do.
Well,
I do. Probably like 4 or 5 of you didn't even know about this con until somebody like me told you about it. Fuck out of here! I'm so sick of these paper thin ass black people. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, man. I definitely encourage people to look at Hilton's video because I think he expressed a lot of the same things I was going to say in prep for the show. And it's just that, like, how are we any better than anybody else once we start saying, like, hey, this is BlerdCon, a con of the expression of the black culture. And then we're just like, but by the way, once we check your vaccination card, we're going to need to see that ID. Okay, African American, you're good to go.
You're half white.
White skin, come here.
Pacific Islander, questionable light skinned person. Is this valid? You know, like, what does that mean? What
you gonna do? Roll up on white people? Dance.
Yeah, but
it's a questionable white.
But like this even makes us like, even if for anybody who like people, everybody's about to be podcasting about this because everybody got something hot to say. Because just before the con started,
of course they do.
Oh, the hot takes are going to be so real.
I wouldn't be surprised if already doing something. But like, look, this makes us exactly the issue. Like for the people that have that mentality, and like, guys, you already know people ready to go to war. But with this comment though, this is exactly where when people started to talk about Black Lives Matter, and everybody thought when people were saying Black Lives Matter, that meant like, oh, we're basically saying that no one else matters, just black people. And by the way, if you mention anybody else, then that's a problem. And that's not at all what the Black Lives Matter meant. And so, that's where the rebuttal of saying like, where people was just like, well, no, all lives matter. It's like, no, see, you're missing the point. And then while they're missing the point, there's also people that's running the Black Lives Matter narrative in the wrong direction too, where we're not saying this is the all black exclusive club where no one else can come in of any other race, nationality, or whatever. This is basically saying that black people want to be included. Inclusion and then in conversations with social injustice and whatnot. And BlerdCon is a con that allows us to freely express our black nerd culture in a way that we can't do it anywhere else. And this does not mean it's exclusive to this. Matter of fact, and think about the logic of this. What about if that was to say, like, but by the way, you only can do this at BlerdCon, so don't take the same mentality nowhere else because you're not allowed to do
Thank you.
Or even better. By the way, folks, for the folks who's mad about the cosplay contest, by the way, don't get up on stage cosplaying anything other than a black character because that's not
Najir.
Don't get up there with no Jujutsu Kaisen or nothing like that. Those aren't black.
I mentioned that. I told them, like, well, y'all do realize y'all going up on stage dressed up like white and Japanese characters. I only seen like 2 Blank Mans, only like 1 Luke Cage, and no Blue Marvels, like 5 T'Challas, and all the rest of them were Caucasian villains or superheroes. Outside of that, they were anime characters. And as much as I love Yarichi, she's not black. She's Japanese too, y'all. So that being said, bring it the fuck in, all of you.
Even I can't. Like even I can't talk. I mean, come on. I was a ninja wearing phone posits.
Oh no, that is
very Green Line-ish.
I was a Black Red Ranger.
Like Green Line-ish. I hate you,
Nigel. He should have went to Mochella instead of BlerdCon. Like,
but here's the thing, though. But here's the kicker, though. BlerdCon ultimately, it's like FUBU, for us by us. I mean, look, I walk into that. If I was a white person and I walk into that hotel, it was nothing but black folks. You'd be lucky to throw a rock and find a white person when you walk into that first level.
You ain't lying. Because every white person that walked in that convention that wasn't ready to be a part of that convention was like this.
The hell's going on here?
But that's like
But that's flat out ignorant. There's no way you bought tickets for an event in 2020 and then maybe even if you didn't, you bought in 2021 and you had no clue what you were walking into. What is the big shock is that there's black people that does not know the identity of what BlerdCon is. And it's just like, God damn, these people made a con for us and y'all don't even know what the mission statement is. That makes
sense right there on the first page.
I'll say what I always say when it comes to black folk doing this. The only people that work in absolutes are Sith and Nazis. They're the only ones that work in absolutes. So when you start saying it need to be inclusive to only black people, okay.
I'm all for gatekeeping,
okay.
but not this.
You're forgetting also. You're also forgetting. Yeah, that's another one, Niger. But you're also forgetting the Federation and Xeon.
Xeon doesn't work in absolutes.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
As much
Are you sure about that?
Kind of don't.
Are you sure about that, D?
When they killed their daddy, that threw their whole course off.
D, D, hear me out. See, it's because of the cosplay contest. Like, because of the cosplay contest. Listen, it's because of the cosplay contest shit is the reason why Shar wanted to drop access on planet Earth. All right,
you're not lying.
But okay, so Tamina said this and stuff before we go to the next topic and stuff. I do understand where the misconception comes in, though. When the site stipulates for Black Nerds perspective, it could be confusing. Now I'll say this.
How?
A convention that has everything structured around black folks, all the panels is black. You know, it's like I don't see how that could be confusing.
What can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question. What black anything is only exclusive to black people in the world?
Please name one.
Maybe a dance or two.
I don't know because I don't think like New Orleans Essence Festivals is off limits. I don't think HBCUs are off limits.
Nope.
How about Divine Nines? Yeah. See.
Nope. I mean, at the end
of the day,
you
go to a black strip club.
Wait a minute.
There's at least one white girl.
That
got a real big booty. That's
a minority.
I'm just saying.
Hold up.
There's really nothing that checks out here.
Hey, Niger, I got one also to add to that. The Blerd and Bougie boat party.
Man, it was like 2 white people on that boat.
They didn't get turned away. They didn't get turned. Hold on.
But no, seriously, not even on the community level. Name one thing that is premised around black people that is only exclusive to black people. The black church. Do people go to African American Episcopalians or Baptists?
Hey, Chris,
so why would BlerdCon come from the heavens of Black Lives Matters and be like, you know what?
But that's what she brought up though, because she was like, I think a lot of black folks assume that this is their con, even though it was never established to be an all black convention. I'm like, that's true, but at the same time, I'm like,
we're in the middle.
If there was a white person, if there was a white person that said we're going to make an all white con, everybody would lose their collective shit.
Well, okay, so two things.
That's never going to happen.
One is because
I know it ain't going to happen, but I'm just saying.
Right. But this is where it does follow the Black Lives Matter narratives, is because we don't have black cons. So it's just like, oh, finally we got a place where we can say we actually have one. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now we actually can, celebrate our culture in a way that we always wanted, and that doesn't mean it's exclusive just to us. That just means like we finally got
white people in the NAACP.
I love how thank you. I was thinking about that earlier, and I was like, that's got to be the blackest of black weekends of all blackness outside of Essence Festival.
We got white people in the NAACP, but it's still 99% black people. So what are we talking about?
I love how somebody brought that.
Go ahead.
Somebody brought that up. He's like, God, man. So see, this is how we got white people in the NAACP. And I was going to write this whole thing. Like, you do realize that white people were part of the foundation of the NAACP. They was actually helped us a lot to get us where we need to go. There are still white people in the NAACP that are doing their jobs the right way. But you want to hyper focus on the white woman that wanted to be a black woman. That's cool. Because you don't know shit. That's my problem. How is it this is a con like this? Nige, I'm sorry to cut you off like that. But how is it a con like this? And black people are so ignorant of their own history. How is that even possible? Chris, how many white people went to Full Gospel? We had quite a few of them. One was a deacon. How like yo?
Three in our school. That's the only ones I know.
Yo,
I only knew 3.
There was like a couple of them, and I'm not counting what's her face's kids that were like white because they was. I'm not counting them, but you know, see, you already know what I'm talking about. But that being said, like to me, it's just so stupid. Now it's like we have all like you really want to do this? Do y'all really want to go through the painstaking agony of cutting off white people? Cool, let's cut off these white folk. See if not every white person from every which way sue the living shit out of Hilton, calling him a racist.
I didn't even think about the legal ramifications. He brought it up and addressed it nicely.
You don't think that white people are going to sue black people if we make something super inclusive? They will sue the living hell out of us, man. And it'll be a white person that didn't go to the con that will do that to us.
And like you said, like if you were to do something like that, then that becomes, you know, like a night. What's it called? The Knights of whatever, one of those exclusive like clubs or whatever. Knights of Columbus. Yeah, you know, something like that. And Chris, I thought you were talking about the CIAA weekend when you said instead of NCAA.
I mean, you might as well
it's the same
that.
thing.
You might count that. It's the same thing.
You get like 1 or 2 white person. You get 1 or 2 white people, man. So one white dude inexplicably goes to Bowie.
so here's the real thing that because I didn't want to dive into the stuff that
I just wanted to knock it out. I just wanted to knock it out real quick just to get it out the way.
But somebody brought up, and I want to know your thoughts on this. Is you all's thoughts? Is that somebody brought up like now BlerdCon isn't a safe space for black people, and I was like, let me log off for the day.
I am so done with this
conversation.
I know we're gonna continue. I'm just saying, but I have to look at him. I'm like, but people were out there smoking weed without a care in the world. You're gonna tell me that's not a safe space?
No, but I know now I'm confused. Is what the hell is a safe space now? People out here just throwing out that it's like a slander.
Niger, I'm gonna give you the Carl from The Simpsons. It's best not to think about it.
Yeah, it's not. But anyways, let's get into.
No, I'm sorry. I am getting off this. I just want to say this. I like how we live in Washington, D.C., even in the DMV area.
Even with the gentrification going on in D.C.
Even with the gentrification going on in this city, I can still proudly say that a part of D.C. is still, as part of D.C., the heart of it is still Chocolate City. All of the DMV, you can say it. You can tell that black people built this city. And yet, of all places, Washington, D.C., where niggas smoke on the corner.
On the metro docks, on the metro stage. On the metro.
In the metro stations. It's not a safe space for black people.
Fuck
off, man. Listen, seriously, bro.
Listen, Tamina Rawls, the problem wasn't the cosplay. It was the fact that this woman was white.
Yep.
That's it.
She had the stridency to be white.
It was it was her complexion, not her cosplay.
And let's be real, it really boils down to this.
And that's really sad.
And it really boils down to this. 1, they shouldn't have went to her Instagram to where she had to privatize it. But 2, cosplay contests are like any other contest. It's subjective at this point. I might like somebody that's dressed up as this. If they don't win, it sucks, but fuck it. It is what it is.
Chris, you just went really nice on that. People shouldn't have been threatening anybody because of them not doing anything wrong. That's the bottom line. They did nothing wrong at all. There was no violation of the costume.
It's not like she had a mediocre outfit or something. Then I would understand. But it's like no, the outfit was dope. Like
it should have been no reason for people to heighten this to threats. That's all I know.
No. But anyways, so all right. So the big issue with BlerdCon, it was a lot of.
I am done with this.
It was a lot of administrative stuff. The big one for me, and I think all 3 of us, we said it best.
Gaddafi, you ain't shit. I'm sorry, Chris. I just saw that comment. Yeah. Gaddafi, you ain't shit.
But the biggest issue is this. So let's start at the top.
Gaddafi is one of our best fans.
He is.
Let's start at the top. All right. So if you're announcing guests, right? Sure, you announce the guests on IG. You have to kind of go across all social media platforms. That includes Twitter. That includes Facebook.
Yep.
And really getting it out to all the nerdy groups. You have to do all the work that's involved in that. Mm-hmm. The problem was that there were a lot of voice actor guests that didn't show up. And unless you happened to be on IG and you were following some of them and knew that they canceled, you would never have known that they canceled BlerdCon.
Mm-hmm.
and they never announced that. And to Najir and Eris's point, that announcement kind of fucked it up for people that may have wanted to talk to these voice actors. Even if they didn't want to interview them, you probably wanted to just talk to them and, because, hey, you're excited for them, and then nothing. You didn't know.
I just wanted a high five and a picture. Damn.
I mean, but still, just go to layman's, just go very basic here. Certain people draw, and certain people are the reason why people buy tickets. And if somebody is announced to go, then it also should be announced that that person is unable to go. And it should be in the sense of like, just in case you were wondering, let me reiterate for you all, that person's not coming. So, we're working on replacements, or it's too short of a notice or whatever it may be, but not like a Houdini. Like, am I fucking tripping? I know for a fact I've seen such and such. And the people of interest is Zeno Robinson and Gabe Conda, who were announced voice actors and actually picking up a lot of momentum with really popular roles recently. So it's like, it's easy to say, oh, I can't wait to see them. The show's popping, they're pivotal main characters, but then when they're not there, you're just like,
well, hold up. Why didn't anybody say anything? Yeah, because it was funny. That's why I said 2019 they were on the ball, because when Samurai couldn't make it because she was filming Black Widow, and stuff, doing like the post-production for it and stuff, they announced that immediately, like 2 months ahead of time. Like, hey, she ain't gonna make it because they're doing post-production on Black Widow. She ain't gonna make it. It's like, all right, cool. We understand. Shit happens. That's life.
Hey, you know what? That's the problem, and that's a big problem. And before somebody say, oh, COVID, fuck you. Everybody does stuff on computers. You mean to tell me when it came across y'all desk, because I know it came across y'all desk high, it didn't surprise y'all. It didn't surprise y'all. Oh, he's not going to be here. Not one word went out. And for months, us in the press had to be, so
what's happening?
We were like that until, at least in my experience, I know we all have a different timeline and we all been doing different things, so our focus kind of changed on it. But for me, it wasn't until a week and a half where everything finally got nailed down. I'm like, that is trifling. That is trifling.
Yeah. I mean, we got the convenience of being local, but I think scheduling has to come out a little
months
bit
ahead.
At least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. And
it shouldn't be like that.
I don't know the preparation and going into it, but I know like the same week release is definitely more of it's an inconvenience to people, especially traveling folks. And also, the preparation of where do you want to be at what time, being able to map out, I want to go here, I need to go here, et cetera, et cetera. And like the bigger the cons get, this becomes a very vital part, because you can't be at two places at one time, but you definitely want to make sure you can show support in two different directions, and it's a hustle. If you've never been to a con, especially when you really, really want to be a part of one, a panel or such, it's really a hustle to make sure that, you get there, but scheduling ahead of time is key. I mean, to be honest, when I think about like the bigger cons, like San Diego, New York, like especially San Diego with panels alone is like a 2 to 3 day planning process for me.
Oh, it is. It really is.
And that's not even press stuff.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, because it's like on top of that, you look at DJ Sue and the whole thing with them organizing the DJs. I mean, I'm pretty sure
I'll
Sue,
cover that.
You cover that right now.
Don't speak on my shit.
All right,
exactly.
All right. I mean, but even beyond that, like say for instance, you want to interview some of the folks and stuff. Now, obviously, the traditional way you have to go through their handlers, which makes perfect sense because hey, the handlers what it was and stuff. Like I know 2019, like I said, they had somebody there that organized that for, was it on a Friday that we did? A lot of us did that with Rachel True and Bo Billings.
Yeah, that was Friday.
Yeah, it was a Friday and stuff, and they had a blocked off for it, and it was like, all right, cool, fine. The previous years, it was just kind of like, hey, you can go up to the table if they're free, cool, fine. If not, that makes sense and stuff. That's how 2021 was. It was kind of like you're flying by the seat of your pants, and like I said, fortunately, like I said, Karen Ashley was cool. she was free on a Sunday. Me and Niger got a chance to talk to her and stuff. And she was, like I said, she's always been down for wanting to talk to anybody and stuff. I know you, Niger, and Eris were kind of like trying to lock down other people over the course of the weekend, but it was always busy, obviously.
There was a whole lot of there was a whole lot of CP time between.
Well,
yeah.
But Chris, to another point, it's I think it's in our fashion to be professional upon approaching anybody in order to work with them. But we also know that every moment that we are with that person, we potentially may be taking money away from that person, because that's just how quickly someone that
it goes up in and out.
Yeah. And I'm very familiar with wrestlers, but like I know that some people's, and I quickly looked at her numbers and I see that everything's itemized, but you have to think that a signature and a photo op is $100 per 2 minutes, depending on how that line is going.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's in respect of the guests in order to go through the con, because that way it's convenient for when they want to take a break, which may coincide with their lunch or whatever it may be. So like it is a form of like hey, I have a pleasure and the desire to want to do this, but it's also a little bit uncomfortable because you're just like, well, I hope I'm not coming off wrong, and I'm hoping I'm not inconveniencing this person, and hopefully this person ain't just doing it just because, and actually do have an interest in wanting to do it, and that changes everything right there.
Yeah, the dynamic definitely like Uber changes and stuff. I mean, it's like that. Even with them getting back, the thing of it is this: 2020 last year they canceled, but they still had everybody that had panels on lock. I think what irked me more was the schedule. Like you gave us a schedule like that Tuesday night, technically Monday night, but I didn't know until like Tuesday morning.
It didn't officially go out till Tuesday.
Tuesday,
like literally 3 days before the first day of BlerdCon.
And my thing is this: like you had everybody that had a panel on lock. You mean to tell me between last year 2020 up to now you couldn't get it organized? Like,
I mean, they didn't have it organized at all, and that's what I'm saying. This is why I said that's no excuse, because you had COVID. That means you had time. You had people that could focus on it. And what did y'all do?
Especially when especially when you told everybody last year, hey, we're canceling BlerdCon, but hey, you had a panel, we'll transfer it to next year. And I'm like, all right, cool. That should be easy as shit.
That's exactly, Chris. Y'all should have had the schedule up for 2020. No, they didn't. They didn't. And I get this. No, for 2020. Remember, they had to cancel. But that being said, though, even with people dropping out or people getting added on, you mean to tell me you didn't have nothing already set up? And sure, you didn't have the room set up, but still, you didn't have an idea. You mean to tell me you waited until fucking Tuesday of the con, nigga, 2 days away from the con to finally have an official? That is pathetic, dog. That is pathetic. That's trifling.
Yeah,
there's no way of getting around that. And as real talk, my people, stop doing that. Stop doing that. God, I hate that, man. It's just stupid, man. Like the same people that got mad because a white girl won are the same people that will let that same trifle. Well, they just trying to do everything. COVID slowed everything. Shut up.
I can only give COVID so many excuses before.
I'm not giving it no excuses because it was so funny when I said, well, Eris, blah, blah, blah. Eris like, D, don't bring COVID in this. That bitch ain't got nothing to do with this. And when he said that, I was like,
not a damn thing.
COVID has nothing to do with this, because when you really look at it, everybody's been on Zoom. Everybody had to either have a laptop or a PC in front of them. And yet, you need to tell me you couldn't get on Excel? You couldn't get on the Excel spreadsheet and say, oh, let's move this from here to here. And you had all the time in the world. You want to know why? You had a full fucking year.
No.
That's trifling.
To be fair, yes. You had a year to make a decision. You've had 6 months from your announcement to get shit in order.
That's even worse.
And that's what made
that's even worse.
And that's what pisses me off more about the way that this con was handled.
Yes, Duke. Official Black Geek. Yes, a Drew Hill reunion was scheduled way better than this. Like, so
All right, y'all got chill now, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing.
Listen, Nige, I ain't saying that shit.
I mean, but that's the thing too. It's just it's a level of frustration because it's like you want better for the product because we've seen it at its fucking best and stuff.
Sorry, a Jagged Edge reunion.
It's like because we seen better for it, you know. We wanted and we wanted to be better and stuff. And I think a lot of people, like you said, are going to skip over these administrative shit to fucking hyper focus on that. You know,
and I do think it's very funny how people got mad. Like, I hate to see all the criticism about this con. It was so wonderful. It was this. It was that.
Like it needs
why
to be
y'all
addressed.
trying to bring down everything? Because we had some ratchet, ashy, trifling ass shit that we need to stop doing. That we are still doing.
And that's what I said at the
They
start.
have been doing since the first con, Chris. And
that's why I said. Oh yeah, and that's why I said at the start. This ain't restricted to just BlerdCon. Other conventions got their bullshit too.
Oh, they got every con has their bullshit. Every con has their issue. Even when it goes off without a hitch. It's like, oh, cool. I'm sorry. What happened to what girl in the hotel? That always, you see what I'm saying? It's always something.
That's a good point to bring about the good that there was none of that foolishness going on.
Yeah, we only had the only thing we had was like a couple of predators that got dealt with.
That kind of caught me off guard, but I hate to say it like this, but that happens in every con.
Yeah, I know, but the one person, he has a trial against him and stuff, and he really shouldn't have been there, but he did that shit on purpose, and he got properly escorted out.
Good. I thought he did it. I was about to say.
Yeah. Somebody snapped pictures and then he ended up bouncing out of there and stuff. So whatever. And then apparently there was another dude that was stalking his ex there, which I think to your point is like, what can you do other than like bring it to people's attention, get his face, and it's like, all right, stay away from that motherfucker, blah blah blah, and it's whatever and stuff.
It's unfortunately there's always a chance of a dude being a perv there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we didn't hear anything yet.
In the same very smoothie? That looks like a smoothie.
Thai iced tea.
Oh, look at this nigga. I thought it was ain't a boba tea. It ain't boba, isn't it?
I hope y'all guys know this is Eris preparing for the fucking ether, so he's just drinking and having a sweet time right now.
Right? Like this
and he about to drop the ether.
Chilling, yeah.
You know what? When we get sued by YouTube, if we play the ether, if we put the ether beat on while he's sitting up there saying it.
Bit it fuck.
You go, yeah.
Oh shit!
Bit it fuck BlerdCon.
What's up, nigga? I know you ain't talking about me, dog. You what?
I supported you for 2 years.
You love my style.
Me the whole time, I'm like, I'm so sorry, Hilton. I'm so sorry.
I would like to take this opportunity as the leader of Three Black Geeks to say that what DJ Sue is saying, I support, but Hilton, this is only done in a constructive way for you to understand. Fuck Hilton, stop, Eris.
Y'all ridiculous.
What about the kids?
That's when I turned. Hold on, dude. That's when I turned into Cat Williams. You shouldn't have been talking shit.
So I do got a legitimate question here because I haven't seen this hit anywhere, and I'm very surprised. I think one of the biggest accolades, or we can almost say relics of sorts, going to the con is having your badge the next year or from the previous year.
I got collections of Otakon badges to prove it, so you're right.
By the way,
I have it.
I have mine. But seriously, what was the strategy of moving away from badges? Because
I think it's
Niger, just to point out, that's cute. That's cute what you got, because that threw everybody off thinking that was the badge. No. This was the badge.
Now here's the thing.
You see that, everybody? You see that, everybody? If you show that to the bartender at 12 o'clock, you get a free daiquiri.
This shit right here was your badge.
I'll answer your question, Najir. As somebody that's helped at FGC tournaments, it is a money thing to be cheap. It's going to be keep it real, because those things are cheaper than actually making full-fledged badges and getting the lanyards and all that shit. So it's a money thing.
D calls bullshit.
But at the same time, flip side though, you bought the mask, so it kind of offsets it. So it's like, did you save money? Like, or maybe that was the.
I think it costs more to make a design on a.
Thank you. That's why I'm like
this.
it off. So you basically kind of spent equal. So maybe that was the plan. Was like, hey, it's still COVID, so let's get fancy with it this year. But like you said, Nigel, it's like
I'm fine with, but that wasn't it.
But at the same time, you could have did. I think Nigel, you brought up the whole thing of like, could you make like colored bands for like press or something at the very least if you're going to do that? Like something like.
Well, yeah,
something.
I definitely expressed that before, like especially in last year's feedback. Like, for press, there should be designators that separates you from the general attendees. But at the same time, when we got the wristband, I was like, all right, cool, wristbands, separators. And then it was like, wait, everybody has these. And then it's like, everybody has the face mask too. And maybe it is a money thing with the badges, but I also still think there could have been a little bit of more of a different strategy in preparation. Because if you bought masks, but you also enforced that you have to wear masks when you come, it's the mindset of when you come, you got to have your card, you got to have your mask. So how do you come without one? So there's no reason to supply one. So why not just give us the badges?
Maybe it was the whole give them a mask so they have no excuse kind of shit.
Personally, D
have backups. For sure, have backups.
Personally, D would have been all for them taking the badges, and you see somebody take a Sharpie and X out the 0 and put 1 beside it. I think that would have been dope as hell. It just the funniest way, but like that would have worked to me. No. You went the extra mile and made one of these, which, like I said, it's cute. It's a good little thing. Like, it was a COVID year, yada yada yada. That's not the badge. I got a wristband. Speaking of which, guys, out of the 4 years that we have done press, this was the most pitiful by far, because I'm D Show with 3 Black Geeks. There's just a regular notebook folder, and you're writing by hand. You're not checking a list.
Hey, well, I wasn't going to bring that up because that might be problematic if that gets out there.
No, I definitely am. Because much like when Rick James and his buddy had yelled at these 2 white girls on the corner, and they came back 2 hours later and they went in their hotel room and they had a good old time. I'm doing the same thing. Why the fuck was they up here? They could have came up there and robbed us anything, and you want to let that happen? In this case, it's the same way. Like, yeah, I'm cool with it. I understand there was a lot of bullshit. That's trifling. That's straight up trifling. That shouldn't be. You mean to tell me there wasn't a person on an iPad? None of that.
No, there was none.
And you didn't check if I was even pressed.
D, that was the best part, because I saw that long ass line, which is why I went straight to the hotel room first. I was like, fuck that shit. I'm not dealing with that. And I think Niger, when you hit me up and told me, I already got my badge, I'm walking around the arcade, I was like, nigga, what? So I ran back down and I found out, I could just skip the line by just telling Mr. Security Man, I'm here to pick up my press pass. No, knowing damn well that they probably ain't even got nothing prepared. I go down there and I see my man with the trapper keeper and just writing the names down. I tell him who I am. And he's like, 3 Black Geeks. I pulled out the business card just to make it look somewhat official. Somewhat professional. I'm like, here's the business card. This is who I am, because I had to do that shit overseas a lot. And I showed it to him, and he just goes, oh, okay. He writes down the name, writes down 3 Black Geeks. And I'm like, you mean tell me you guys didn't have a list of,
even if you were a panelist,
that's what I'm saying. I'm a panelist. I'm here for press. Where's the information at?
Yeah, it was basically like
I'm not even bull crapping you Denzel. When I say they did not check, the only thing they checked was my ID, just to make sure I was Dwayne Shaw with my COVID card. That's the only thing they was worried about, which is fine. But what if we was like 2 kids in a trench coat and we walked up there? Oh yes, we're with NBC News, and you just give them to it. Like I'm Man Manson, and you write it down and let them in. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah, that's taking a little bit too far, but real talk, that's trifling. That should not be. That just shouldn't be.
Which flip side, I mean, Shout out to security for enforcing that mask mandate because they were not fucking around with that shit.
How is it possible? And that's what DK got mad at. DK, that's how my boy DK got mad at. He was like, they on me for a fucking mask, bro. But you see all these girls getting halfway molested by some of these niggas out here, and you just chilling, huh? I was like, yo.
That's such an extreme statement, right there. That's so.
It is.
God, it's an extreme statement, Niger, but he's not wrong.
I mean, again, because
he's definitely out of line, but he's right.
yeah, but again, what you're saying, I at least I don't know of it to be an issue at BlerdCon, at least.
No. But the point,
you talking about CatsaCon, then I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
I think the overall point.
CatsaCon or MagFest. I'm sorry.
CatsaCon, CatsaCon, MagFest, and about half of the FGC events.
Yeah,
I think if you're a woman, just like leave your vagina at home. Just like don't even like yo.
I need you to remove D. I need you to remove the bottom half of your legs like a Lego piece and just keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The niggas in here are monsters. So you
look. It's been said before. You knew coming off of 1 year of COVID, motherfuckers are going to unleash their repressed non-shenanigans, wholeness,
I will
and
say
all that
that
shit.
I will give that's the good. I will say that's a part of the good, actually. And I'm not saying that, oh man, girls. No, it's just more of let it be free.
I mean, you know, like I said,
it wasn't just the black women. I seen y'all gay niggas out there. I saw what y'all were doing. Y'all were too. Y'all was like, I was closed up for a whole year, bitch. Like, I understand that. So
yeah,
I'm kind of for that shit. You know, man.
So Eris, you want to go on ahead and let the chopper fly?
Hold on. I'm still thinking. Was there anything else that went down?
I was thinking the same thing.
Because I really don't want to get to this point yet. I really feel like because this is more so on me.
Okay,
I'll say this though, just to add some good positivity that we had it there. I thought the outside setup was bomb.
Yep.
With the food trucks, the weather was nice because that was definitely a alluring problem for Saturday.
Yeah, and
that second stage has a lot of potential in the future, considering how it was set up. The sound was good, so that was that. For the panels I checked out, also shout out to you all for putting it together. Was definitely good. One thing though, I think it needs to be known that if you're hosting the panel. And again, I maybe it's in your email or something because I don't know because I didn't confirm for a panel, but I would hope that it is that when you do have a panel that they do establish what is available and what isn't.
Well,
so
they did. Here's the kind of thing.
In the email, they kind of sort of say, "Hey, we have the audio visuals available, but if you need extra stuff, ask us," kind of stuff. So it's like saying you have audio visual is vague.
But that's the part that gets me. But that's the part that gets me, Errors.
Yeah, it could be anything. It's like
iPhone. Dodger.
You need audio visual, or you got some man coming at you like, "Hey, bro, I got you, bro. I got you."
Yo, Dodger. Yo, shout outs to whole boy who was on stage at 2019's rave. My man was up there with a camera phone.
Yeah. They had my man Micah out there putting together the legendary video, and my man with an iPhone was like, I'm out here, man, bro.
And not even the good iPhone either.
I ain't gonna lie though. People have been filming films on iPhones, even the worst iPhones. So cut them some slack a little bit. Cut them some slack because I've seen movies made on them things, and it's like, all right, fine.
Yo, the thing that I will say to add to the good, number one, I always love seeing Substantial. I never seen I was blown away when we met him at Otakon, and the fact that he's from my hood that made it even better. So I seen him on stage, seeing him a day after Biz Marquis died, and he's just real close. Substantial is one of those niggas in hip hop that knows people. He's like, I know these legends. I talk these legends. I sat, wrote with him, stuff like that. And to see him have a moment like that, I put up on our IG. I loved it. I love seeing that brother, man. And like I'm with Nigeria, the outside setup has so much potential to be bigger. They just do. I wish they would put I wish there would be like a lineup list or something for some of these artists. Because and I say that about ourselves as like panelists and press that we need to be like some at least not. I'm not saying have us like center stage and nothing, but have us like in like books or something to say, hey, these are Black creators. You don't have to go online and just like click on, like, oh yeah, I think I saw them. No, we need to be listed with pictures and know that we are creators. We are with Blerd. We were with the whole thing and all that. And the same thing go with the people on stage. I saw Afro Puffs on stage. I didn't even know that was her.
Yeah, that was her.
I didn't even know it was her. You know why? I had to ask three people, and they didn't even know until I got on IG that night and said, "Oh, that's Coco." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." If finally somebody told me, it didn't make any sense to me. The food trucks were bomb, like the years before. I noticed that the Caribbean joint, they was out of chicken. Like midday Saturday.
The other chicken place, on the other hand, they had plenty of chicken.
That chicken spot was real good. They can keep them dry ass fries though.
The pizza place is all the pizza.
Oh, DC Pizza, man. Look, it was like as soon as you walk outside, it's like a long ass line for DC Pizza. I'm like, God damn, I just wanted a slice. Like,
man, everybody. That's what everybody. I like how them niggas close down. Like, no, we closing down and open up later in the day because y'all niggas eat too much. Like, so you know.
I mean, the food was there. Like I said, I like all the live events. They were great and stuff. Some artists were better than others.
I'm not going. I'm not going there. I'm not breaking hearts on that one.
I ain't breaking hearts on that one. Hey, enjoy what you enjoy. Like I said, I like the fact that they did enforce those mask mandates. They were not fucking around on that, which I think is great. It to be honest with you, I think it did set the tone for a lot of other conventions. Like, hey, dog, that's a small convention. And they said,
especially the conventions that are above the Mason-Dixon line. You know.
But to be fair, and again, like I told Chris this even at the con, I say the way I practice social distancing is I wear my mask when I'm transporting from one place to the next. But if I'm around people that I would not mind if they were talking loud and accidentally spit on me and they did it, and I'd be cool with it because I'm like, oh, that's my boy, he didn't mean it. I'm cool with it. But if I'm within company of somebody, I'm like, oh nah, the whole passage of germs is where I kind of correlate to like. Mask on. So like that's how I go about things. So I know because if anybody say they see me without a mask, yeah, because I was around a huddle of my boys in the space that was just us. But if you saw me commuting in any direction, I had it on.
I know
to that point, I saw people who were trying their hardest to flex without one, trying to go through guards, to the point that's where I had my issue is that you had people that seemed like that their whole mission was to say, I don't have to wear one. Just watch me get past this. Like I can do that. And that's where the clank neliness to come down.
I mean, the only time they got on me was when I had that Power Ranger mask on and I took it off because it was hot. But I told him, hey, I just took the mask off. Because I was looking for D at the time because he had my mask in the bag. So when I was going up and down the stairs, they were looking at me like, you didn't wear a mask? I was like, I had the helmet on. It was like, oh, okay, that's fine. We understand. Because hey, if you're cosplaying, we get it. Like circumstances.
I think with the whole thing, it's going to be I hate to be this person. I think it's going to be a problem with the white cons though, enforcing that. Not as bad as I think it will be.
I look at you, New York Comic Con.
But I think there's going to be a lot of people.
New York Comic Con with the greatest.
Oh no, they're going to bring the axe and hammer. I feel like New York Comic Con is going to be crazy.
New York Comic Con with New York Comic Con with a pipe bomb.
They said, tears were strong.
Thanks for buying the tickets. Mass mandate in force.
What? And I'm like, yeah, Delta variant ain't fucking around.
My cock, man.
It's like
another. I will say another.
The game room was organized very well.
Yes, it was
organized.
Now, just off of that announcement, I would love to see our favorite. I don't want to call him an incel, but fuck it. I'm going to use that term really for lack of a better term to say, this is why I'm not going to be going to New York Comic Con. Like, this is an oppression.
Hey,
you know I was looking for him the whole weekend, right?
Hey, you know he wasn't gonna be there.
I like
to be there.
First off,
but the only reason why, Eris, is because I seen him the first 2 years.
I know.
So that's why I was waiting for that.
Wait, Chris, what were you gonna say?
I like how D just automatically called me a cyberbully just because I posted it up there.
Oh,
and I'm
because you cyberbullied him. You know the Three Back Geeks fan page is nothing but us elbow dropping people. We are currently elbow dropping Ice-T looking ass daughter right now. So what made you think? You forgot. Look, here's the thing. Everybody thinks that I'm mean. No, my fans are mean. They are just some mean-hearted people.
This man Eris nailed the accent. Like, I will not be going to the.
I mean, you did it with the whole thing where you talking with your like a whole tongue trying to come out at the same time. You did very good.
Man.
That takes skill.
Oh, y'all going to hell.
Najir, we're doing Najir, you gotta understand. We're doing this. Najir, we're doing this now before we get before those offers come in for us to like promote shit. Then we have to stop. All right,
Najir, what you gotta say, man?
Hell no, dude. When I saw that video, first of all, the first thing I did was I looked at the length of it, and then I looked at the comments, and Eris was like, "Hey yo, you got that footage of me? Can I get that?"
Eris didn't give two fucks about the message.
Not at all. Not at all.
Eris in the background.
Zero.
Hey, by the way, the funniest thing that I forgot to bring up was very consistent with that dude's message. When dude was talking about the fact that they were doing they were doing vaccination mandates, so whatever his reasoning was completely garbage. Like it made no sense. My man was talking about the vaccination. Y'all got me getting ready to talk like that. The vaccination mandate, and then he was like, the temperature outside is 55 degrees, and just like, what the fuck are you talking about? But hold on, the person in the group. I know y'all seen that comment. I swear, like unless that whole thread is deleted, somebody put on that joint saying that the vaccination mandate was a white man's what's the word? Sort of like supremacist strategy or something that they said. Like what? Somebody basically said like them doing the vaccination mandate was clearly because of the man.
All I'm saying is this: I wish that man well when the Delta variant makes a visit to his house. And assalamu alaikum.
I hate the way he said that. Like the Delta variant was really going to go up to this nigga's house. Like, hey, how you doing? Are you not wearing a mask?
What's up, bro? You good? You thought it was sweet out here?
Hey, breathe it in, nigga.
Hey, look, as soon as he started mentioning that bullshit, look.
Hey, real quick, Chris, he started coughing. Here's COVID. Fight back, nigga.
Nah, nigga.
Because here's what I think. When he mentioned, look.
Chris, real quick. The Delta variant shows up like Frank Vincent with the 3 baseball bats.
You and your fucking hat.
You're your fucking con.
No more.
Hey, matter of fact, we need to be on watch now too. Let's see if there is anything that happened coming out of it. Now, the only thing that I feel very confident everybody's going to be good. I also feel like there's no con crud already, and also no one stunk at the con too.
First off, I like to point out something.
That's kind of subjective.
I'm gonna point something out. here.
I'm cool with saying it's subjective, but
it's subjective. But I'm gonna point out something here. In the years I've gone to con, to your credit, you're right. I didn't get the Axe body spray funk smell. Fine. But
boy, that is look. I'm gonna be real. My favorite con is Otakon. I know when the second I go into Otakon, there it is. Con season's
what
back.
you did get though is you got the black people funk that happens when they were partying up in that fucking rave.
Boy, let me tell you
that
something.
Shit
it did, but you expected it in there. You knew that joint's gonna smell like a go-go.
Yo, it was
all of them in one.
You knew it was
fucking pussy. It was
man. It was so funny. Me and DK walked in that junk when everybody was chilling, where they just had a sound check / whatever DJ was playing in there. He was just playing regular music, but it was chill. You know, people bopping, having a good time. it was very cool in there because despite it not being hot in the hotel, there was still you be around enough niggas. There you go. But that being said, it was very cool in there and all that. And I told DK just to be funny, man, it's gonna smell like ass in here, man. Like it ain't gonna smell like a strip club. But not yes, it is gonna smell like a strip club in here. We get in there. As soon as we get in there, party's going. It's pretty cool, right? All of a sudden, show me love. And you see some girl just rocking her ass around and everybody jumping around. I'm like, yeah, there it is. Yep. Yeah. Hey, speak. Look, I'm a piggyback on Nigeria's joke. Yep. It's backyard on stage, nigga.
No.
Stage. All right, cool.
No lie.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's like the tournaments
showed up and started beating the living shit out of any of the Febreze that may have been in the area.
I mean, well, actually, somebody brought up. I think it was Demetrius that brought up the fact that the AC. What did he say, Nigeria? Like the AC wasn't pumping cold like it does for other guests and stuff. Like in that, like I guess other places that had events at that hotel and stuff.
I mean, either way, if the AC, because it was definitely humid one time, but it definitely wasn't consistently hot. So it did get it fluctuated. Maybe they got it fixed, but it could have been way worse. It could have been way worse.
No,
it did fluctuate.
The ballroom was by far the most consistently air conditioned room.
It was
everything on that lower level because the moment you step outside, that's when the heat hits you.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, the tournaments were ran well. I would, like I said, give credit to those guys that run the tournament.
The Tekken tournament was awesome. The Tekken tournament was awesome.
Arcade machines.
I'm so glad it went off like that. They had a big screen. People coming off the escalator could see that. I thought that was great. I give hand claps to that.
The barbershop, from what I heard from folks, ran pretty great and stuff.
I didn't do nothing at the barbershop. I wanted to get lined up.
I got lined up before I even came to the convention, so it was like whatever. What was it? A lot of everybody never had any complaints with the guests, but I mean, it was more so Aaron Ashley was pretty much like the headliner, basically, with the cosplayers being like the other guests too, which I didn't hear anybody complain about them. It seems like everybody was having fun with them. So
I will save my comment about the comedy show, but it went off without a hitch and it went over very, very well. And I mean that very, very well. Despite what I may have thought of it, they did pretty damn good. Yeah. And to give Roxy her credit, I thought she could have done more this year, but I think she was like booked. She was like booked doing everything. I hope she come back next year because I really think that she could. Girl, like, come on, this is the one for you. Yeah, because you ain't look at it. I ain't about to invite you to Dragon Con. You better slow.
Like I said, the numbers from what at least I'm not saying numbers, but I think from what the amount of people that attended, obviously it was better than what we initially thought it was going to be and stuff, but clearly it wasn't hitting 2019 pre-COVID levels, obviously.
I think if we had that was the thing. See, me and Eris had that conversation. We was like, it ain't going to be the same amount of people that was in 2019, of course, you know what I mean? But what if there was a chance of that? And Eris like, I think that would be terrible if we had that same amount of people here, but like it was like all the what ifs we were having at the time, but we was really talking about that, like how many people are going to show up compared to 2019, and it was either like there was going to be nobody to show up or there's going to be way too many.
And I did like the fact that they put the panels on the separate floor, so it's easy access.
I'm glad they did that.
It's easy access. That was easy access because I know before it was like, yeah, you're in the Regency room, but you're next door to the rave happening, so it's gonna be a little louder and nobody. And I was like, thank you. We finally have a panel where people can hear us because we didn't have a mic, but they can hear us. And I was like, thank you.
That's the second time that happened to us, though. Chris.
By the way, that's
the second time that happened to us.
That silent mic thing definitely something that should have been promoted because that's hella cool. But like, what? No one knew about it.
I didn't like. Oh,
you talking about the silent? You talking about the silent party?
Yeah. No, the silent mics. The mics inside of the room were not wired to the surrounding speakers within the room. It was connected to the wireless headsets that people were wearing.
Yeah. So that's a good feature. That's a dope feature.
It is, but it wasn't promoted, and you don't know to even utilize the mic in front of you because you're just like, two, is it working? Oh, okay. Well, all right, just move it. But like, no, keep it there because it's actually picking up into these wireless headphones people got. that right there is a absolute fail right
Yes,
there.
it is.
That
if you can utilize that, it could be a big thing.
Did
But
y'all
they
see?
just fell apart on that, man.
Did y'all see where those wireless headsets were placed? They were
in the corner
of the VIP section, like way in that back corner.
Okay,
I didn't see it until Saturday, bro.
Matter of fact, it was that back corner where we met and interviewed Rachel True.
Okay,
because that boardroom was back, that conference room is back there.
Okay, I'm gonna comment on the VIP real quick. Now we didn't get VIP.
No. You need to let me do that, Chris. No, you go ahead, but
I'll just mention surface level stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it's sold out. Cool. The thing is this, BlerdCon, you need to offer more bang for your buck for VIP, because otherwise there is nothing special about VIP that makes me want to spend that amount. Now maybe somebody else does, because VIP name and all that stuff, cool.
Yeah.
But like outside looking in, I'm like, so what am I getting again?
I don't know.
I still don't
feel that way though, Chris. If I was somebody from St. Louis and I flew in here and that's what you gave me, I wouldn't be mad.
Like, think about National Harbor. Like think about if it was at National Harbor and now if it was at National Harbor and say for instance they got the hotel at the roof as a VIP thing. All right, cool. I get it. I totally get it. Cool. It's blocked off. Cool, fine. But I'll let Eris continue on that.
All right. So the only way that I found out about the VIP, hell, even getting into the VIP, was thanks to Hilton. See, I arrived Friday and I just happened to run into him. And he asked me, which is probably the best joke ever, was, "Hey man, you got your stuff? When you going on?" Literally, this is me looking at Hilton like, when am I going on, Hilton? I never did see a schedule, a set list, or
you tell me.
That
would be me.
I'm like, you know what? No, Betty, no, D. That's what I said. I was like, you know what, Hilton? This is your con. You tell me. When am I going on?
Big fun.
So he tells me, hey, he said, hey, you know what? I got an idea. You can go up to the VIP, go to Tidewater. Which one, Hilton? There's 3 of them.
It's like, yeah, it's 3 Tidewater.
So he's like, go to Tidewater and wait for this guy named Demetrius to to come escort you into the VIP. We can, you can set up your gear. Literally, I ran back up to the hotel room just to grab my gear, bring it down, and I'm like, all right, I'm here at Tidewater. So what's going on? I see a DJ in that back room. I just walked inside. In fact, it was Awesomeness. It was Awesomeness Prime that was in there. So I go in there and I look and I see, I'm like, hold up. This is the VIP section? I'm like, this is what $200 gets me. Like a more empty arcade than anything else. It was just a whole bunch of sit down. It was about 8. There was about 8 sit down arcade cabinets, a DJ booth in the corner, and something else I might have been missing. Oh, and there was like another room. I guess it was like a screening room or whatever for VIP members. And still, I'm like, unless there is something that I'm not seeing or you're not telling me, this is what I get for $200. I mean, damn, do I get a blow with this? I mean, what? It was kind of pitiful looking, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the VIP room. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna need a more expanded explanation on I guess a more clear layout.
What's the vision?
Yeah, give me the vision.
What's the vision for it?
Give me the vision of what $200 is for for BlerdCon's VIP.
Yeah, because when I look at, I know it's a bigger convention, but when I look at San Diego, right, they do have VIP badges and stuff, and a lot of that has to do with getting into Hall H, like getting to Hall H early before everybody and stuff, or getting a seat, and stuff at any panels and stuff like front row, getting access to some of the guests and stuff, things like that. So it's like you feel like you're getting your bang for your buck. And like I said, I'm not judging anybody that bought the VIP. If you felt the VIP was worth it, hey, more power to you. That's cool. It's just like for what I saw, I'm like, what exactly are you getting out the deal? Like, you know, it doesn't feel like it's bumping like it should, but it doesn't feel you're also getting anything worthwhile. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but I need a mission statement of what's the angle that you're going for with it.
I mean, just from the outside looking in, the VIP section, from at least from my viewpoint, was like, yo, if Spirit Airlines ran a nightclub.
Actually, Gaddafi said it's a good point. It's basically VIP. Hold on, what did he say?
You could just put it up on a, you know.
No, I'm bringing it up. Where is it at? He just had it up.
I mean, if the VIP, if the VIP sold out, then like, I mean, there's no argument to be made.
Yeah,
here,
there's no argument.
It's just something I want to know. What's the actual mission statement of what they're going for?
Nah, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. He says, "I'd feel like VIP if I got to meet Rachel True." Yeah. No, see, I'm referring to 2019 when she was there for interviews and stuff.
Yeah,
that's not it, because I mean that's not VIP at all. That's press.
Yeah, it's not. That was
so.
But
I mean, I think that is a good idea to say for VIP that
VIP there is like flying economy on Delta.
I mean, again, people had to buy it for some reason, and
yeah, I mean, they feel
I
it's
don't
worth
even know
it.
what it offered, but like, it would be cool if you had a VIP lounge and then all the guests came up there at a certain time at least once, and you can meet everybody all at once.
Yeah, I just want to know a mission statement to get kind of like understanding of it and stuff. So like outside looking in, somebody can be like, "Oh, that's what VIP is," and like you said, Nigeria, like, "Hey, the celebrities going in there, cool, you know, whatever and stuff." So, I'm trying to think what else.
Our panel was fun.
Yeah, our panel was good. Yeah, our panel was great and stuff. If Jared, if you're watching this, we kind of need some of your video footage.
I would. Yeah, we most definitely need that footage.
Need some of your footage on top of Eris's footage, because I don't know how many minutes his was there until it shut.
I'm afraid to look at it. God,
just look at it. Just
no, I'm afraid to look.
Punch yourself in the face and look at it.
No, I'm just afraid to look at it because God, I need a new camera. Nigel, you are not lying.
Thanks, Eris, for coming to the panel 2 minutes after it started.
It's CP time, all right. That's BlerdCon special. All right,
I wasn't going to say
do that.
First of all,
I'm sorry. D said that. I was just relaying the message.
Wow, look who's dry snitching over here.
I know. I was just everybody playing.
First of all, stop. Let's just stop everything. I was the one being a good friend trying to help out my buddy, tall and light skinned up here with his damn cosplay. Okay.
Wow, don't blame the cosplay.
I'm not blaming the cosplay. I said I was being a good friend helping
I know.
you.
I'm just giving you shit. The feds over here in the lower right corner over here just out here, just like just dry snitching like, hey, this man over here on CP time. Hey, let's not talk about Nigeria out here fucking blitz out of his mind. Like, hey, give me that mic, motherfucker. Let's talk. I'm like, yo.
That was funny.
That was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, for real? No, dude, I was already channeling the energy from Eris, and I was like, you know what? Let's make this popping because at this point now, like, the role's on us, man. Let's carry. But look, he took that same energy the next day and rocked that shit.
Hey, nigga, the funniest thing ever though. I told when we was all met up with each other, right? I go on the phone. I'm like, Angie, like, how's the con? It's good. Niger is ripped out of his mind. And she was like, nah, she ain't. I recorded you for 2 seconds. And she was like, that nigga go. I'm like, yuck.
Oh, by the way,
that was funny, bro. That was a good one.
By the way, what's up, Yan? What's up, Yana? Yana Nick. Good to see you in the stream. Yeah. Put it this way. It was a really it was an interesting time. I'm gonna say that. I haven't even gotten to my portion of it. I'm sorry, D. Go ahead.
Only thing I will say about because I wasn't gonna mention nothing about that whole lateness and all that because I properly cussed out Eris for it already. We're done. Yeah. We're done with that. We don't have to talk about it. That's amongst 3 black geeks. All right.
Yeah. So
whatever.
We're just giving each other shit like we always do.
That being said, if we can give anybody shit, y'all can give me shit. For only one thing is that I'm sitting there 2 minutes before we're supposed to open this thing, and I was sitting in front of that room for 10 whole minutes, and I didn't think about calling none of you.
No, D, you want to know why?
Well, no, D called me,
no.
but I didn't have my phone because I was in my outfit. So.
Nah, D said the best thing ever. You want to know the last thing I heard from D before we even had to do the panel? Man, I'm hungry. I can't even focus. I'm going to McDonald's. That was the last thing I heard.
That was my fault.
Nothing after
and I
that.
told you, Eric, that was my fault. I fucked up. I know where I fucked up at. It could have been better. Thank God, Three Black Geeks has this way of doing shit, which is
flying by the seat of our pants.
Fuck it. We're great at that.
Well, we're good at flying by the seat of our pants. If you
but I don't. But let's just keep it a buck, y'all. That's not how you run shit. And especially if y'all saying how we've been the last 3 years, it's like, come on, Three Black Geeks. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. Like I said, it went off.
Come on, we've all seen Ghostbusters 2016.
Why is that the way?
Why you got to bring the women into this shit? God,
I'm not bringing the women into it. I'm bringing the idea of how they did that movie. That movie was like forced improv.
Well, improv that lasted 15 minutes too goddamn long. That's
exactly.
What that
man, that 30 minutes just dragged, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Man. I
don't have nothing else to add.
Like I said, food was great.
Yep.
Guests were great.
Yep.
You know, I'm kind of like I said, I'm still genuinely shocked for me doing that cosplay. I was just shocked people just recognized the suit, like just.
Yeah, you're a Power Ranger. It didn't matter.
I know, but it was just kind of like, all right.
Both of our cosplays were interesting.
This motherfucking ninja foam. Bear in mind, I gave this motherfucking idea. It's like, where the fucking damn black foams, ninja foams. Boom, you're good to go.
Man, everybody that's
when Chris gave me I'm sorry, D. When Chris gave me the idea, I was like, let me try that. I put on the book, I put on my phones. And like with my whole ninja gi, and I was like, "Damn, this is actually pretty lit."
With the amount of walking I was doing, I was like, "Them ninja shoes are gonna fuck your feet up for free."
See, and my outfit did not come with shoes, so I had to put something together, and the foams work perfectly.
I saw it on his Halloween costume when he actually played in Akatsuki for Halloween. DK came up there with his Naruto headband with the United States flag crossed out. Every single person that saw that lost their shit.
No, see, it wasn't just the United States flag. It was the Blue Lives Matter
flag on top of that.
One was crossed out.
I mean, I had the black. Like I said, I got the Black Power fist fucking Akatsuki shit. So it's like, all right, cool.
It's like so, you know, like D. Am I going to cosplay eventually? I mean it eventually. I'm not pressed about it. You know what I mean? Just eventually, I will. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be something like, of course, D will show up like that. You know, like, I don't know, Blanca. Of course, D would show up as Blanca. You know, something like that. That's how I feel about it, man.
So, have we hit that level where Eris can, start his?
Can we talk about how?
Can we talk about it?
Can we talk about how DJ Tsunami, and I'm gonna call him by his mama's name? Can we talk how DJ Tsunami saved Friday night? Now, actually, prepared Friday night prepared everybody for the weekend, and on that saved a lot of people from going to sleep at 2:00 in the morning on Saturday. Can we talk about that?
So I do want to just to not be biased about one thing real quick. The issue that I noticed, and this actually may be a blessing in disguise, is that if you got that many DJs and everybody's doing hour sets and everybody may not be acclimated with each other, then you're going to have some continuity flow. And that's where it was, where people were just like, I like this type of music. I don't like that type of music. I like that type of music. I don't like that type of music. And that can throw anybody out. Like, I know for me, if I'm in my R&B flow, I'm not trying to hear no go-go. And
exactly.
It's just as simple as that. And like, I grew up on go-go, and I definitely had no interest in hearing that night. What happens to be the blessing in disguise is that Eris gets to work out his playlist the way he wants to and groove with consistent flow the entire night, and everybody took heed to that. Everybody was like, "Oh, and yes."
That's the one thing that I think is underplayed with a lot of nerds. And when it comes to, I said this in the beginning of the weekend. Black people have two speeds. We're either we're either conservative or Caribbean festival. It's one of the two. It is one of the two.
I mean, it was full Caribbean festival this
It was
past
full
weekend.
on. Yeah, it was Caribbean
for
festival
an hour.
But here's the thing, though. It was Caribbean festival. But if you notice anybody around there, it was still nerds. And most nerds are kind of conservative. And most nerds love their pocket. And you know what your pocket is? House music.
All
you
right.
like things that go oos, oos, oos.
Also,
Okay.
before,
Come
also before
Come
Eric
on.
start,
There's
also
a reason
before-
why somebody called you white in high school.
What were you gonna
Like,
say,
yo.
Chris?
I was like, also before Eric starts, hey DJs, I love anime music as much as the next person. You need to play a different variation of the Yu Yu Hakusho theme. I love it, but change it up just a little bit, just a little bit.
And can I say this? As much as I was cool with the Sailor South this year, y'all were obnoxious. All 58 of y'all were some obnoxious ass girls. I don't need like look. I'm not even going to gatekeep, but I will in this one. None of you can hold a candle to Saji. None of you. And yet y'all can walk now. I'm done. Gonna keep.
Anyways, Eris, continue.
So Friday night went a little something like this. And
did you really use the beat hour thing for Gaddafi?
Because Friday was
Well, you two get ready to bring out the axe.
nah.
Well. You ever see that video?
Anyway, let me get started. Let me get started. So Friday was legit lit. Like, it was fun. I walked in, I saw that nobody two of my buddies was playing. Shout out to Shampag and shout out to Shampag and his boy Capital 54.
No, was it Sean Travolta?
Yeah, Sean Travolta. I was mentioning his Twitch channel, but yeah, both of them, they was killing it.
And let me tell you something, I love those two. I absolutely love those two, man. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
They were great. They were both great, and I had a good time. You know, I was playing my music, and I had my set list ready to go, and I said, "Yeah, this is it. This is gonna be something else. You know, this is gonna be a good warm up." I was playing, and I found out, I think, what was it? One of y'all was trying to tell me, yeah, you should play up until the the Sailor Moon thing, that glow event was going to go down. And I was like, okay, so I play, and then I'm finding out, they on full CP time because it's already 10 o'clock. And
I went into that room 5 times to see if they started, and all you see is the anime playing on the wall, and light twerk me. I say light twerk music because it's like, it wasn't, they weren't playing that, and I'm running back outside. Eris is still killing. There's a full-on crowd outside.
Yeah,
and y'all, if anybody has been on the IG, you have seen the picture, you have seen the videos I put up on Friday night. Eris did an incredible job. DJ Sue showed the fuck up. DJ Tsunami showed the fuck up, and I thought it was an amazing thing, bro. Because they were so late. They were so late starting up their own shit,
They were. Like, from my understanding, they were like super late. I had more people standing outside enjoying what I had going on. Also, not to mention, all three of you guys were there when the event before the Sailor Moon Glow event started. All those people came out, and for the ones that was sticking around, they was like, I like this song. Like, I'm gonna stick around for a bit. Like, how many freaking battle circles broke out from me playing?
There was a bunch of them, and then everybody had moments. Then the liquor came out. Yes, there was a white boy. I'm sorry, he wasn't supposed to be there, but there was a white boy that was there with a big ass bottle of it wasn't Hennessy, whatever, it was liquor, and he was like pouring shots for everybody. It was awesome. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is exactly what I wanted for Eris. Oh my God, this is how tomorrow night's going to be. This is exactly what I want. I left y'all, and I was like, this is going to be awesome. See y'all tomorrow. Then tomorrow happened.
So tomorrow, so after what was considered probably one of the best Friday nights of my life, of just preparing, I was literally just prepping. I was like, hey, everybody, I don't want to give away all the sauce. I don't want to show off like my full arsenal of what I can bring as a performer. And I ended up playing 4 hours that Friday night?
Just about. No, I would say 3.
It was like still, 3.5.
You were there for a block. That's the best way of saying it. You were there for a block, though, bro.
I was there for a hot minute because nobody was coming down to the arcade to play at that point, which is perfect for me because I can go all night. And so then Saturday comes. And shout out to Senpai because he and I had a back and forth conversation about the main stage. And he pretty much let me know that I was going to be I was pretty much guaranteed a spot. He told the coordinators, the directors, he told everybody that needed to know that I was on the ticket to be on the main stage. So I went ahead and made myself a nice little $2,000 investment buying a brand new DJ controller, thinking everything was going to be good to go. And I bring my stuff down. In fact, I met up with UD and DK. We went straight into the ballroom. I walk inside.
We was actually, me and DK were done for the day.
Yeah.
And we was like, oh, gotta wait on air. So we was chilling waiting on you, bro.
Yeah, I was like, at that point, thanks to this was also some funny stuff. It's kind of off topic. Me being the good friend that I am, helped out Niger at the most. It was a very fucked up thing that happened.
What happened?
Wait, Niger, you're muted.
Naj, I want to talk about. He's saying no.
Yep, nope. Muted or not muted. I don't want to hear nothing about any of that. That's not con related.
I was just gonna say, look, I spent the day being a good.
I know what happened. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I just spent the day being a very good friend. Helping the man out, and my man, he brought me pizza. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna be playing. Let me go ahead and get some food in me so I can, so I can be ready. Anyway, I finished my pizza. I come downstairs. I see D and DK, and I'm like, oh, they still ain't even set up yet. They haven't even started sound check yet. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna be.
They didn't do none of that. They just had one dude up there, like, I guess I'll play this song.
Yeah, it was I forgot the guy's name. It was this black guy. He had this rock band. Not bad. They weren't bad at all. Stop it, D. Stop it. Anyway,
I will tell you the story when we get all. Ooh,
yeah, okay. Like they were fucking some 41 or something like that.
No. D was acting more like they were American Hi-Fi. Moving on. So
wow.
So I get I get my stuff. I'm walking up. I see I was like, hold up, Senpai ain't even here yet. I see Senpai coming from the back end. I'm like, oh, there he is. I'll just wait for him to get up here. He gets up to the stage, and I noticed that they're doing something new. I was like, oh, so they're giving all the DJs yellow wristbands. Not this shit. Not this shit here. No,
not the gold.
This.
Not the
no, not that. Not that. They went super cheap, and they were giving everybody the ones that you literally get from the club, the stick-on ones. So
it really felt like, okay, you got a gold wristband. You can only get 2 drinks. And it felt like that type of wristband.
Are you talking about the cabarets and shit?
Yeah. So anyway,
hey yo, matter of fact, that's what people want BlerdCon to be. They want it to be an all-white cabaret. No ifs, ands, or buts. Just flat out that.
That's what they. This is why you don't talk to niggas. Anyway,
because that's definitely what went down. Because I'm standing there, I see Awesome's Prime there, and I'm talking to him for a minute. I'm talking to Senpai. And he was like, I got you, man. I got you. He said, just stand by. So I'm standing there, and for Chris wasn't there yet. D and DK were watching me. D is already got a pool going. I bet you they about to bullshit Eris any minute now. I swear they about to bullshit.
And here's the funny thing about that. Shout out to our boy DK. DK was by me like, man, he been up there for a minute, and I just started noticing everything, and I was just like, he can get on stage. He can get on stage. He can get on stage. That was my whole thing. But yes, you ever have one of those moments where you look at somebody, y'all give a glance or something or whatever have you, and it's just like both of you know. DK said, I forgot what exactly DK said to me, and I just looked at him like, I don't think he's going on that stage. He's like, you don't think so?
So with that said, everybody's getting wristbands except me, and I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like what the hell am I? A mirage or something? Like, what's going on?
And you look like that too on there, man. That's when I like, don't do this to my nigga.
So Senpai pulls me to the side, and I already saw the look on his face, and it was that same look that he had Friday. Like, not like Niger, you saw how he looked Friday.
No, stop bringing me into this.
I'm just saying, you saw how he looked like you're a witness to this. All right, that's all. That's all. Believe it at. You saw how he looked that Friday. My man was under a lot of stress. Stuff was real. So he had that same look when he came to me, and when he pulled out the stool and said, he was like, "Yeah, let's take a seat."
He got Nightline.
What?
He got Nightline.
You got Chris Hansen?
Chris Hansen.
Bro, that's
sorry. Did he break out the Captain America? So
yeah.
So what are you doing here?
So you want a DJ tonight?
No.
Is that what he did? He broke out the stool, bro.
He did. He broke out two stools, one for him and one for me. And
I don't like that. I feel like
I already knew.
No, he pulled the youth pastor move on your ass. Like, damn.
No, seriously, guys, listen. He said that as soon as he pulled out both stools and we sat down, I just knew right away what the deal was. He starts talking, and I was like, real talk, senpai, just give it to me straight, man. Just tell me. I'm not playing.
I find it funny that you know his real name, but yet you still call him senpai. That's awesome.
I know I ain't gonna do that. All right. Look, the three of us have already broken that damn code a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
On ourselves. Anyway, so as soon as he said that, as soon as he told me that, he was like, look, man, I'm sorry, but I'm guaranteeing you're gonna be on the main stage of 2022. And as much as I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, but so you're legit telling me I'm not going to be on stage? And he's like, dude, I am so sorry. You can call me a shitty person. You can say this, that, and this, that. I mean, he, as much as I was saying, look, I can't even get mad at you. I want to, but I can't. For some reason, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at everybody that you're associated with, that you talk to. In fact, I was getting to the boiling point as soon as this started playing in my freaking head. Yeah, I went full set. Like at that point, I'm like, okay, I got the Sephiroth theme playing. Again, I can't blow up on him. At that point, as soon as he said what he had to say, I said, look, man, it is what it is. I'm gonna step outside. All right. I'm just gonna step out. I get I get out from behind the curtain, and D and DK, they see me storming. I stormed right past them and I said, follow me.
When he did that, I saw, because I'm in right.
Oh, yeah, because I remember what you said. He was like, what's good, bro? What's good, bro? And I said, follow me.
Nah, here's the funny thing. I've been your best friend for nearly 20 years, Eris. I seen the fucking aura that was already around you. I was just doing the ignorant move. So what's up?
But no, real shit though. I was fuming. I was so furious. I said, the American Gods moment happened with me. I had the ghost of the freaking Spider God freaking a Nazi. A Nazi came to me and said, "Oh, you are angry. Good. Anger gets shit done." So
I stand by what I said. You know you didn't. You saw the motherfucking blackface nigga. Well,
oh yeah,
looks like
the one from them.
They ain't gonna put a nigga on stage.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Suddenly I'm looking at my left hand, my ring finger's missing and shit.
Yeah.
but nah. Anyways, I grabbed my gear, I set my stuff up. Nigel, I think you came down a little bit later because you were in the middle of recording your podcast, and you saw me. I just started playing. Like D, you saw the other thing I did. I broke out the 5-hour energy drink like Stone Cold and just chugged it.
Some of y'all probably saw the clip on IG where Eris was explaining this. All four of us were there. DK at that point was looking at some girl's ass, but all four of us, we was like, so tell us the whole deal. And I'm just recording all this. It was a little bit longer than that, but it was nothing.
Yeah.
But the point is,
there was a whole lot of backdoor bullshit politics.
Yeah, and just on some real talk, I don't like it when names fly, especially when it's within like a certain time frame, because you don't know if that person had this going on or XYZ. Me personally, like I said, I was just upset and a little bit crestfallen that Eris didn't get on that stage. But there's something I know about Eris. He had fuck it on his mind. And I'm like, okay, so what you gonna do, nigga? Are you because if you didn't say, well, I guess there wasn't gonna be no guess. I was gonna tell you just outright, get on that fucking stage. Fuck them niggas. This is yours. Because obviously they don't give a fuck about it. And obviously they just want people who are playing video games to feel ooh, 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 and no other music. So fuck that shit. Stop playing some Streets of Rage music in this bitch.
I grabbed my
mad, bro. I was mad. It's just
I was so heated, but that was a good thing because I let out all of my anger and rage energy, and I just let it course through my music.
Yes, you did, bro.
I played for a whole 4 hours. I was watching DJs coming out of the main ballroom, and they were just leaving. And I was like, damn. So I was like, damn, this person finished his set. That person finished his set. I saw Senpai leaving. Senpai was done. He was tired. And I'm like, damn, I'm still going. But the good thing about it is the music I was playing was killing it for everybody. I had so many people come up to me and ask me, why are you not in the main room? And I said, simply, ask BlerdCon.
There's no way of getting around. And if somebody thinks, like, well, that's throwing a con down. No.
I'm not even trying to throw the con down, but at the same time, there was so much non-communication between the time that they announced that the con was on up until that very moment. I was in the dark about everything.
And that was my problem. And I was like, we can't do stuff. Not we as us three black guys. I mean, we as in this con cannot continue to do little itty bitty things that are going to leave big ass cracks on the foundation. You know what I mean? Like this is not us saying, oh, you lost the goodwill, three black geeks, we're out of this bitch. Fuck all that. Nobody's that important. But that being said, though, when you have certain things there that need to be fulfilled, you have to get it done. And I think in the sense of this is, like I said, when you look at BlerdCon, what's the word blur? Blurred is actually black nerd. So what's that other part? Nerd. Most nerds that's going to be there love video game music. They love video games. They love anime. They love anime and all the rest of it. The reason why a lot of people like who was that? Didn't they have a DJ a year ago that was playing like nothing but anime music at one point or something like that? Yeah, like
not that I recall.
I don't know. They need that though. But that being said, there's that nerdy side of everybody that just likes to groove like that. There's like we all spawn out of that pool. So as much as I got mad at Chris for cyberbullying homeboy, I'm like, you do realize you do realize we all came from the same ooze, right? We all came from that same nerdy ooze, dog. So,
in fact, where is Chris?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
that nigga
Anyway,
eating. I bet that nigga eating. Like
I am. That's why I'm muting myself. You made me smacking my food and shit.
Hey, I'm like 5 minutes away from that too.
Dude,
but there was an upside to all this. Both Friday night and Saturday night gave me the opportunity to connect with people. You know, I became, you know, like senpai, Shampag, and then I became even better friends. And freaking Swayze became he became an even bigger friend of to me because the first 5 songs I played that Friday night, like when I played all them songs from like 2004, 2008 and stuff, he was going nuts. He was like, yo man, like where you live at? I told him where I live at in Virginia, and he told me about this spot over by Sonic. And I said, dude, I live across the street from there. He's like, what? Yo, we connected. We got to do something together. So when Saturday night came and I was playing again, like all 3 of you were witnesses to how many people kept coming up to me and saying, yo, thank you so much for holding it down for the house heads here. Because I know at BlerdCon, I've only been to BlerdCon probably 2 times in my life. And I know when it comes to the rave, they don't do electronic music like that. And it really depends on which DJ you bringing in. Awesome as Prime is probably the closest thing you get, especially for a main stage event. The only other person besides him would be Champagne, because he and I were both promoting BlerdCon at other conventions. It's like he brought his kit and he would play his drum and bass and stuff, and I brought mine and I would do the house stuff. So Saturday night was really good. It was definitely a much better turnout for me that I got the number of people enjoying my set. And yes, for anyone who's listening, I did record it. I recorded the audio of all the songs that I played. I'm still editing it, fixing up a couple of things, and I will be releasing it this week.
Yeah.
Look at this nigga giving out exclusives. But I like it.
You mean like my first mix in like 2 years?
Oh, you know but like I said, the thing I really loved about all that is like that's the one thing we enjoy about it. Is the reason why I said this is kind of our laid back one is because this one we get to talk to a lot of people. We get to connect to a lot of people at this con. At least in my opinion, way more than any other con that we do. So this one is like when I say laid back, we're still working, but for the most part, we're trying to
I just don't like the one thing I don't like, and like I said, it's social media, so people are, as Daniel Bryan says, fickle. I just don't like the one and done shit, especially when this was kind of like a situation where they fucked up and all that jazz and stuff, but it's like, guys, like chill, like you know, like I mentioned earlier before, there was a sexual predator there. They already handled that shit. Like the dude got escorted off. It's done. Like,
but real talk, I always feel like if people are that fickle, that brittle, that's not only say small.
BlerdCon won't be getting my coins. I'm like, all right, if I see you there, I'm gonna look at you like, okay.
That's how
the same people that had all those grievances with BlerdCon were the same people who let all that shit go the moment they started seeing twerking on the main stage.
All those people that said, "Oh man, I hate all these white people. Why do white people got to win in this?" Y'all the first one to say, "Oh, let them in the let them in the picnic,
cookout.
Let them be a part of the cookout." Yeah, we like that white person. Like, stop. I hate that celebrity. Isn't it kind of funny that we had a panel where we were talking about how black people connect their blackness to stuff that is not black, and yet I just know for a fact. One person that was sitting in our panel is going right now. That cosplayer, I just know it. So whatever. You know what? Here's the thing, bro. It better be better next year.
Oh no!
It needs to be better next year.
Look, they got that. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell people this. I'm gonna tell people this. Go to the website. They got the fucking feedback shit. Fill that shit out. Put details in it. Whatever issues that you have with BlerdCon, put fucking details in that shit.
Hey, blame BlerdCon for shit they didn't do. Like I went upstairs and I took a shit longer.
Yeah,
than
don't
I
do
should've.
dumb
Y'all
shit.
should've
Don't
did
do
something
dumb
about
shit. Don't be putting dumb shit in there. And look, majority of people that fucking commenting, look at you motherfuckers. If you didn't attend, you need to shut the fuck up. You can meet me at high noon. You see the fucking damn Twitter handle. You can meet me there. If you didn't attend, shut the fuck up. Because hearing hearsay is worse than fucking throwing out rumors. It is. Sorry. Hearing the friend of a friend told me BlerdCon did this. I'm like, is it true or is it not? Like, it's either you were there or you're not.
Okay, see, this person stamped it for me. I have VIP, and that shit was a little weak.
Okay,
thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
I wasn't even, so I know I wasn't going crazy. But no,
thank you.
But no,
Somebody,
see,
like,
I'm with
like
you.
the-
No, but I'm,
Good.
you know, but to add to the point of what both of you guys were saying, and Nigeria, you and I both had this conversation both Friday night and Saturday night. This shit can't happen again next year.
Yeah.
Oh no, it can't. There's no
it's
excuse
gonna-
at that
This
point.
cannot happen again.
Yeah, there's
You
no
repeat.
excuse.
If they repeat, let's just hypothetical. They repeat the same type of bullshit that went on this year, next year. It's going to eat them. It's going to eat them up. A lot of people right now are using an excuse of COVID. Next year, you're probably not going to have that excuse.
No,
Not at
even
all.
not even the Delta, because it's like, look, I didn't hear anybody getting sick.
Still walking. Niggas still walking and Delta's out. So the point, that's how I feel. Is like y'all, they can't. They can't. I fully expect them to improve. I do. But yeah, because every year is going to be a hiccup. But don't do what you did this year.
Also,
Don't.
yeah.
Don't.
It's just
What?
no. It's just.
Are you like me, still looking at the?
No.
You know they made another topic, right, Chris?
No. I don't.
You know they made another one. They made another thread. Just
Hey, look. The 15 people that are here, like I said, you see the fucking Twitter handle. Meet me at high noon. Say what you say. I'm just gonna say it. Hey, I'm like Eris. Say space. We can go an hour on that shit. I'm just saying. If I can walk to a convention, it's majority black, and we're all having fun. It's a safe space to me. Now, if you want to talk, like I said, details with sexual predators, that's something that you have to kind of give BlerdCon a heads up on. I'm sorry, like, because if you tell me the day of BlerdCon, I'm not paying attention to my social media. The whole weekend, I didn't really pay attention to Facebook. I really didn't.
Nobody did.
I really didn't. So, like, if you're tweeting in a thread on BlerdCon's fan page about a sexual predator there, the only reason why I knew is because one of the people that I know knows about the situation and stuff. And I heard about the fact that he got escorted out. So it's like, all right, cool. He got escorted out.
At that point, we have nothing to discuss.
Yeah, it's nothing. It
was found out. He was escorted out. Boom, done.
Yeah, it's done.
Closed.
He got taken off and stuff. And like at the end of the day, they didn't know about it. Like BlerdCon, the higher ups ain't paying attention to all the in battling bullshit that happens online. They really don't, unless it gets brought to their attention.
Let me guess. Now people want BlerdCon to do background checks.
Apparently, the way they sat there is like, sexual predator
that was coming. You know that was coming now that they, like now that someone has said something like that, and the fact that no one quote unquote took it seriously until he was found and discovered at the con and was subsequently escorted out.
I'm sorry, nobody. I'm not paying attention to the end people battling that goes on here. I'm sorry, I can't expect them to do that.
No, Chris, I get that, but all I'm saying is, unlike a certain person at the FGC who made that announcement that she had a stalker, I remember I think it was the TOs actually took it pretty serious.
Yeah, and
TOs took it serious, and everybody gave her shit for it.
This is the difference. It's not. This is a community that is super inclusive. This is a community that's super inclusive. You're not going to have a bunch of dudes that's going like, what was you wearing? It wasn't like,
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. I will say it's a little bit different, but here's the thing though. When I'm agree with Chris, you need to have that shit addressed. Hell, if you see that nigga and you know he's a sexual predator, scream.
I don't understand. Like, to be like, maybe I'm ignorant, but I don't see the problem. Like, if they found out about it and then they immediately handled it, then it is what it is.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, you're not understanding, Nate.
They should have known earlier. But that's my thing. Like,
because
and that's the thing.
No, it needs to be taken care of, and on top of that.
And my thing is, this is like Hilton and them aren't paying attention to the in-person bickering that spawned the sexual predator shit happening. By the way, because from my knowledge of what happened, it was some shit that happened outside of the con space, outside of the nerdum space. So who's really paying attention to that shit? Nobody.
No, nobody.
Like
nobody.
So it's like
I can only imagine BlerdCon running background checks. They'd be like, all right, once you sign up, pay your money, run that social security number.
Yeah, like I said, it's like, look, if we want, like I said,
Put your hand on this.
Like I said, we're all adult, like we're all adults that go to these contests and stuff. We need to start acting like fucking adults. I'm sorry, like you can miss me with the fucking bickering bullshit. I don't care if you're a man or woman. Cut the shit. You're a grown ass fucking adult. Let's have fucking conversations about this shit to where we're not badgering the fucking cosplayer because she won. Grow the fuck up. You're acting just like the white people that hound black people on fucking Twitter. You're no different. I'm sorry, you're no different.
Look, Chris, you ain't even gotta go into a rant. It's just as I said. You're mad that somebody won. Hey, buy a sewing machine and step your game up.
That's it. Like, even beyond that, it's like all the complaints. It's like, okay, fill out the fucking damn thing. If it happens again next year, okay, you know what? Don't go anymore. That's it.
No, exactly. No, you're done.
You're the customer. You answer with your money. It's like anything else. It's like with wrestlers and stuff. I hate WWE, but you bought the fucking Daniel Bryan t-shirt and you're at the WWE live event. So which is it? Do you hate it or not? Like,
and more than likely, you're going to be over here. You're going to be over here a year from now. So
it's like, which is it? Like, you know, we got in fucking Universal Fan Con's asses and shit, which was very understandable and stuff. Because at the end of the day, it was just a case of the guys. We like what you were doing, but we just wish that you were honest with us, which that's all we asked. Just be honest. So, and like,
what happens with all these situations, it comes from that being disingenuous.
Speaking of Universal Fan Con, Niger. See, he's already shaking his head.
Leave me out of your shit.
Listen, bro. All I got to say is Zola almost made that statement. That's all I was saying. Digital ghost of Zola almost said it.
We can't. Look. I'm gonna put it to you this way. All the stuff before BlerdCon, it threatened. It threatened to be that bad, man. We was almost scared.
Get the fuck out of here.
What now?
So, the chick that won the cosplay contest has issued an apology, and she's giving back the prize that she won.
Y'all Macklemore'd her.
Yep.
Y'all Macklemore'd her.
I'm done. Yeah, that's fuck. Like, goddamn. Like,
was it seriously that deep?
It wasn't that deep. It really wasn't.
I'm about to have dinner.
I'm done. Like,
bruh,
wow.
Nah. I ain't about that life right now.
I'm glad it's loud to her.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
I'm taking out my rice. I'm having no.
My nails. I see y'all niggas later.
I'm eating my egg rolls right now.
Good night.
And nah, man. That just ruined it. That ruined it for me.
Replace the God, you guys.
You made her.
She's giving it back. Why?
Because Kendrick should have won.
Look, and here's the thing. Here's the kicker.
No. Wait, Chris.
No, good night.
No. No, wait, hold on.
Good night.
Wait, she's giving it back because Beyonce had one of the best albums of all time.
Let me get this right. Y'all cyberbullied a girl to feel racial guilt to give up a prize that none of you fucking earned.
A prize that had no monetary value behind it.
A prize that's going to mean diddly shit. It was a memory for her. You ruined it. Why? Because it wasn't black enough. Put your fucking fist down. You're not
like
black.
I would get the only
thing
I would say is
yes, Yannick. That was the reason. Yes, Yannick. That was the reason why they were upset because she was white.
They were upset that a white.
Suddenly, I'm
all right. So,
suddenly,
check this out, y'all.
Suddenly, I want to. Hey, hold on, D. Suddenly, I want to watch the restaurant scene from Jungle Fever. You know.
I'm just gonna say it like this: we're done with our talking about BlerdCon. We hope it improves next year. I'm just gonna say it like this: y'all motherfuckers, you do better. I need everybody that was pitching the fit.
BlerdCon, listen, BlerdCon, to everyone that attended BlerdCon, please, from all of us at Three Black Geeks, do better.
Do a lot better.
The
only thing I will say is this. My final thing is this. This is it. We need 4 white people to win next year. And I mean,
you want sir? That's some Zemo shit.
Right? Some Zemo.
I want violence. No. Here's the thing. Like in all things, like with Darth Vader and Michael Jordan, you drove me to this. Like, yo.
Matter of fact, you know what I want? No, I don't want her to give it up. Like, I really don't want her to give it back. I really don't. I don't want to give it. Please do not give. Don't give. No, hold on. No, hear me out. Don't give back the trophy. Don't give back the prize. Don't do none of that. Instead, what you do is you're gonna sit back, get in your bag, break out the sewing machine, and say, "I took that very personally."
Yeah,
and dunk on everybody, on everybody next year.
Next year, come out.
I want you to pull the Last Dance. Pull Michael Jordan's The Last Dance and take it personal.
I'm gonna say this.
I want you to go out there and hit a Luka Doncic on everybody and drop 60, dog.
No, but here's the thing. Fuck the white folks who enter in it. I'm gonna say this to all the black cosplayers. And
I hope a midget Mexican wins.
I'm gonna say this. I hope each and every one of y'all black cosplayers step your game up. Don't use any excuses. Don't step your fucking game up. Because the fact that, like I said, I saw one black cosplayer chick that broke down the whole thing of cosplay judging and was like, yeah, she won because of X, Y, and Z. So what's the problem? And nobody listened to her. Nobody was retweeting that, but they retweet all it. It's just, like I said, it's weird, but we be going in circles on that. I'm just going to say this. Black folks, let's just do better. And that's it.
Do better.
Just do better. That's it. So thanks Nigeria for joining in on this.
This was great. Like everyone, please check out Big Gold Belt Media on YouTube. Follow this man on Instagram and Twitter. Guy's awesome. His photography game is top notch. One of the best in the world. He's probably one of my favorite people to work with. We got some stuff in the pipeline that we're gonna be doing together, and I'm looking forward to it, Naj. I am, sir.
Yeah. It's gonna be excellent and great.
I'm always glad to see Najir. Najir is my fucking nice. Personally, you're my conscience. You're actually my conscience because everybody else will. I'm not saying that Eris and Chris will bullshit me. Not saying that, but here's come you, AOD, XYZ. I was thinking the exact same thing. So don't do that then. I'm not. Thank you, sir.
Don't do that.
Dodge does that for me anytime because anytime you talk to me, I really mean that, dog. You always bless me when you come out of nowhere. Hey, yo, D, we're just talking back and forth, and always something rattles through with me. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you was with us this weekend, bro.
Also, shout outs to the 3 of you guys, including DK, for supporting your boy when the chips was definitely down and nigga, I was in my anger bag. That's
that was because, Lord, number one, I'm gonna say this for DK. DK, like, nigga, I'm trying to be part of the cruise. also DK's like this. Also, y'all the closest thing for me getting on that stage next year. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, I gotta do this guy. Also, he was one that actually recorded DJ Sue, some of DJ Sue set. This guy's IG handle is at Little Science Guy. He's the one that did the Blue Zero Ranger.
Yeah, the little Blue Ranger. Yes.
Yeah, he actually recorded some of DJ Sue set. Shouts to him. Great guy. Great material and stuff.
Also,
shout outs to him. He enjoyed. He definitely had fun.
Also, I don't know his name. Eris, you went on Mega Man.
Oh yeah. I know
John B's little brother.
Yeah, John. Yo,
I gave that man a shout out. Oh man,
Torrance.
Hey, look, man. You weren't there when he gave us a sample of his song. He actually can sing. It wasn't no bullshit on that. He actually can sing.
He can. I will give.
Oh, no, I saw it on Instagram. I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My man had all the juice.
Yes, he does.
He did have the juice, man. Had all the juice and stuff. But yeah, that's
awesome.
Yeah, but that is it. Oh yeah, but yeah,
no,
what are you about to say?
No, I was gonna say no. One of the things that made him cool is that not only did he do the Mega Man cosplay, but hold up, that right there, I got like we both got the same Mega Man helmet.
Oh, cool. I'm about to say, did he give me that shit? Did he? Like, oh,
No.
I was about to say,
No.
yo.
No, I dragged that thing. Like I dragged that Mega Man helmet from Japan back here.
But yo, like I said, we must do better next year, and we will do better next year ourselves. No bullshit, we will. You know why? D was actually seeing this as a vacation. Y'all know D.
All
I will keep. Y'all know me. I will take a picture of my feet and put it on IG if it was at a con. So yeah, y'all can tell I was lazy. The best thing in the world. Somebody, DK, like, hey man. Taking pictures of bad bitches? Here's me.
Did I?
No, I didn't. Wow, no, I did it. Oh, she cute. Yeah, she could. Yeah. That's it.
I pointed one out. I pointed one out to you, D. Shout out to Pixar Mom.
Yeah, I took a picture of her, nigga.
Yeah, I know.
I love Nigel's reaction.
Nigel knew what's up. Nigel was scheming just like I was. I was
Nigel
scheming
peripherals. No,
Yeah.
Nigel don't scheme. He don't scheme. He plots.
I ain't saying that. I was just laughing at your reaction.
Y'all are wow.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're done. Cut this shit off.
Take it easy, guys.
We're out, y'all.